Hello everyone out there in the music community. This is Mike or Soldier777, and this is going to be part 2 of my Stryper collection. And this is going to feature the years from when they got back together, from 2002 to 2003 up until 2012 or 2011. This is what I call sort of transition years, where they got back together. They started off by doing more current or modern hard rock and metal, and they slowly graduate into more of a classic metal sound, reminiscent of their early years from '84 to '91. So let's get right to it. All we have here is Stryper 7 the Best of, which is all their hits and other selections of songs from the first 5 albums, so more of an anthology. It was the best of Stryper 7. And here's the inside here. This came out in March or April 2003. And even though there's not much in way of pictures or artwork with this, which is all writing here, there you have it here. It does feature all their album covers of their first 5 albums. So it's the original one of Beyond Black Attack, the original cover, Soldier of Command, the original 12 Devil Angel artwork, and God We Trust and Against the Law, with the lyrics. So the album covers in the background, the lyrics are there in front there as well. So I think this is a great bit of artwork there, so sort of a reminiscent of their first 5 albums. Pretty cool. And this also, so this has songs from the first 5 albums. Plus it has a song Believe from the compilation Can't Stop the Rock, which came in 1991. And also again, just as Can't Stop the Rock was originally released on Hollywood Records, this one here was also released on Hollywood Records. So there you have it. Great compilation. This is also when a period of time when Stryper went on tour to promote their classic music as well, or to promote this album. Sort of way saying that we're back together again on the trial run. So there's a tour, which is 7 weeks live in America, 2003. Great live album there. Great back album artwork of their stage setup. And this came out in 2004. And so I bought this at a local record shop. I also bought this in another local record store as well. So there you have it. And this has their classics from their first few albums, such as Sing Along Song, Makes Me Want to Sing, Calling on You, Free, More Than Man, Caught in the Middle, Reach Out, Loud and Clear, The Way, Soldier, of course, and 12th Devil, Honestly, Winter Wonderland, and Closing Prayer. Don't have any songs from God We Trust though. But I do have songs from the first 3 albums, Against the Law, and of course the Winter Wonderland tune as well. So there you have it, from Reason for Season single. This is at this point in time, Stryper got back together as a trial run to see how fans would react and get a vibe from the fans. So in 2014, they decided to stay together and continue on as a band. 2004, they decided they continue on and stay together as a band. So it was great that they did that. So yeah, great compilation. So what we have here is a very first studio treatment of Stryper, Reborn. This came out in 2005. It also featured Tracy Fairy on bass, which is originally was in White Cross and the Michael Sweet Band. This is more of a modern hard rock metal, but also, and I know it's not really reminiscent of the classic Stryper, even though some of the riffs on this album is sort of like a throwback to the Stryper catalog, but for the most part it's more of a modern metal. But I think it has some hints of some of the 70s couple tracks, sort of the Black Sabbath-y type riffs. This is a couple tracks it reminds me of. So some great tunes to this one. The title track Reborn is a great tune. When I See You Cry is a great tune. Live Again. This one has sort of like Black Sabbath-y type of vibe to it. If I Die, it's more of a low-key, laid-back sort of tune with great riffs in this one. Wait For You is not a bad tune too. 10,000 Years is a great tune. Also, it got a current updated version of God We Trust, which is also a pretty good tune as well. There you have sort of Reborn. Originally came out in 2005. Here in August of 2000. Actually, came out in August, I believe 16th, 2005. There you have it. Here we have the extended versions of Stryper's tunes, of live tracks. Oh, I forgot to mention, this one here isn't one concert. This has excerpts or songs from different concerts they did. Like, I think one song's from each, or every couple songs from each concert they did, as well, of the 7 weeks tour they did. I forgot to mention that. So here, can you have to see the extended versions? Sony BMG Music Entertainment went and got bands and released a sort of a live extended versions of their music. So this one's what they did for Stryper, and has Makes You Want to Sing, Calling On You Free, More Than a Man, You'll Be Lonely, Reach Out the Way, Soldiers, 12 Devil, and Honestly on this one. So there you have it. There's not much in the way of the inside, except for like a 4-panel insert, and all these other bands that they did the same treatment for. There you have it. I listened to this in back a few times. It originally came out in 2006, but I haven't listened to it much since. But it's great to have in my collection. So there you have it. Also want to mention that I also bought this in a local shop, and this is Michael Sweet, Greatest Hits Live in Puerto Rico. Now this CD collection is actually the actual one concert. All these songs is actually the Live in Puerto Rico concert they did. I'm not sure it's a whole concert, but a lot of songs in Puerto Rico, because they had very loyal fans down there. So it's a great to have in my collection. Here's the inside there, nice little layout there. And here's the CD there. And here's the tray there. Now the difference between this one and this one is all the tracks are the same. The only difference is there's no closing prayer on the Live in Puerto Rico, and there's no closing prayer. And on this one, it has You Won't Be Lonely, whereas that one don't. Now on the Live in Puerto Rico song, it does have the closing prayer on the Live in Puerto Rico on the video, because I got a video I showed you earlier on the in my part 1. But yeah, so there you have it. That's the only main difference. So like I said, great having the collection. The only thing I've got to say with this one is that I'm not sure if it's a bootleg or an official Stryper release, because it does have their 53.5, which was the independent label they had when they released their own products on the indie or homemade level. So I don't know if they, because I know this was originally a bootleg, so I'm not sure Stryper retained royalties for any copy sold in this one, and got to retain the rights for it going forward. But the one I bought was by a local shop. I think it's on the internet. I bought this local shop here in town. So there you have it. Next one we have is Stryper, the Rockstream Demos. And this came out on July 7, 2007. We also have, so there has the song titles. This is also on a 53.5 indie label. The band has self-released this album. And this has From On the Right, My Love Always Show, Loud and Clear, You Know What to Do, You Won't Be Lonely, Come On Rock, Tank, and Honestly. So there you have it on this Rockstream Demos. All these songs, as far as I can remember or was told, was released in the early days before the Young Black Attack was made. And I think they were going to release these songs, but they were told it's best to put out an actual album, which was a Young Black Attack. I read that in one of the books there that I think it was the Loud and Clear book I read in. Also, they included Honestly, but that was written, I think it was written during the Soldier Under Command period, around 85 or so, or 84, 85. I could be mistaken, but I think that was written during the Soldier Under Command period, but it wasn't released on the Soldier album, obviously. It was released under the 12 Devils, on the 12 Devil album, but I could be mistaken. So, oh, and if anybody can let me know if Stryper retained the rights for this after the fact, when this came out, let me know. I'm interested in finding out if they happen to track the source down and got royalties from this album or payback. Let me know too. I also do have the updated version of the Rockstream Demos that came out in 2019 or 2020. I know Brent Christensen released it as a anniversary, I believe the 20th anniversary of the Stryper website. But I'm going to show that in the next part of my video as well. So here we have is Murder by Pride, which originally came out in 2009. So it's a great album. Here's the inside there, and here's the booklet there that I have there, and this came out in 2009. Now this is more of what I call a transition album. It has some elements of the classic Stryper, and some elements of the current period of music. But still, for what it is a pretty good album, I must say. Some highlights of this album is 4-Leaf Clover, Peace of Mind, which is a Boston tune, which was Tom Schultz played guitar on the album. Some of the lead parts in the album, which is pretty cool. When you listen to Peace of Mind, you can tell what's the Stryper tone and the Boston tone. They're similar, but there's some difference in them. So when Michael Sweet would play a riff, Ross Fox, whoever's playing, then when Tom Schultz plays his lead or rhythm, whatever he's playing, you can tell a difference. It sort of got the clean sound, similar to the Stryper sound, but sort of got a clean sound to it. You can tell a difference. But like I said, that's one of my favorite songs on the album. A great cover too. Alive, great ballad. The Plan, Murder by Pride, I Believe, Running You, Love Is Why, Everything, and My Love Is Always Show. That's probably the highlights of the albums. The only songs I can't really get into is Eclipse for the Sun and Mercy Over Blame. I can't get into those two songs, but all the other ones, all the 10 songs, this is really good. So like I said, great album. Next we have The Covering. And this came out, this came out in, I believe, July of 2009. There you have it. Here we have The Covering. And this came out in February of 2011. And this is where Stryper sort of wear their influence on their sleeve. This has songs from their bands who've influenced them over the years, especially in their formative years, and even today. For example, we have, I believe, Set Me Free by Sweet, Blackout by Scorpions, Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath, Lights Out by Fleeting Things, that was by UFO, Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas, we all know that song, Highway Star by Deep Purple, Shout Out Loud by Kiss, Overmeant by Ozzy, The Trooper by Maiden, Breaking Law by Judas Priest, On Fire by Van Halen, Immigrant Song by Zeppelin, and it contains a new track as a 13th song called God, which is a great power metal type tune. And I think they arrange the songs in such a way so a transition from being away from God or being rebellious to a transition to being focusing on God or moving towards God. So I think they kind of arrange the songs that way. I'm not sure, but anyway. So here's their the inside artwork there, really cool. So got a cartoon look there. And of course, here's a booklet there with the same type of cartoon type thing. And yeah, so it's a great little album there. And one thing you will find is that this album with the song God and the 2 new songs from Second Coming, which one of them is Blackened, sort of gives you a sort of a hint as to what's to come for Stryper, which we all know what was predominant in their last 4 latest albums, sort of returning a classic sound of Stryper. So there you have it. Great compilation of sounds they recorded of their influences. There you have it, guys. Anyway, folks, that's all I have right now for my video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and I'll be posting part 3 soon of the next phase of Stryper. Bye now.